Of the city of Nashville. And of course, Mayor, before we had our first commercial break, we were talking about the stadium. And let's sort of pursue that and give you an opportunity to talk about some of the events that have evolved since the stadium and bringing that stadium into fruition.
I think what happened is when we'd gotten out there and begun talking to some basketball and hockey teams about the possibility of coming here, we'd put a deal on the table. In fact, I called it a hunting license that we'd be willing to do with something. I know it got circulated around to different teams. And one day we just got a call out of the blue from the Houston Oilers, and they said, we'd like to talk about relocating to Nashville. And I'll be honest, my first reaction was, sure,
yeah.
Sure you are, sure you are, right.
You have to smile on that now, even
that's
now.
Right.
Yes.
And, but we looked into it a little more and found out they'd done some homework, and so we sent some people to go meet with them in Chicago originally, and then ultimately came down, we met in Nashville, and one thing led to another. We got Bud Adams to come to town here, and he and I met, and we talked about some things, and ultimately we worked out the outline of a deal. There were a lot of hurdles to get over and a lot of work to be done, and in the end, as you know, we had a referendum on the subject in the city, which passed overwhelmingly. People wanted the team here. But I'm real pleased with that. I think it's really heightened our presence in the country as a city that has other things in addition to country music. We've always been real well known for our country music roots here, but just wanted to kind of round out the music and show people there were other things here. And I think football has really helped us to do that. The stadium, by the way, just giving an update, is coming along fine.
Good.
We're expecting it to be done right about June 2nd. The first game will be in there in August, preseason games.
So we'll be able to go into it this
Yeah, they're giving tours now.
Good.
If people want to see it, but it'll be finished in June, and then as the first regular season NFL game is, I believe, around the 15th of September, whatever the Saturday is in there. So we're really, I'm looking forward. That'll be a big day.
It will be.
And seeing that.
It will be very good. You know, in addition to the stadium and the arena, you've also been involved in schools and libraries, and especially the construction and a school budget. And let's talk about schools and where schools were when you arrived and when you became mayor, and some of the latest developments, especially the development dealing with busing, which was, I think, a significant element when you became mayor. Well,
you know, I really believe, I talked earlier about downtowns being important. I mean, there's nothing we can do more important in the city in terms of our city's success and health than having the finest public school system that we're capable of having, which I think is a very fine system. There's been a lot of, I think, estrangement of parents from the schools as a result of busing. If you have children and they're going to school, you know, in different schools a long way away, it's a little tougher to be involved in the school and connected to it in the way that you'd like to. At the same time, busing came in for some very legitimate reasons about the way the schools have been operated in the past. So one of the things that we undertook to do was to try to work together with the plaintiffs in that case, or the people who brought the suit originally, to try to come up with a kind of a way of moving beyond this that was acceptable to everybody. And it took some time. I mean, there was 4 or 5 years of work in there, and meetings and so on. And ultimately, we came up with a solution that everybody could agree on, and the school board and the plaintiffs and the suit went together to the federal court and got released from the busing order. Now, what's going to happen is over the course of about the next 5 years, is there will be a number of new schools built. There's a lot of attention being paid to putting